All right. So, good morning. It's Friday, September the 6th, and I'm glad that I put this on a video so I could just stop it right there. Shout out to the mob, all my other bears I call the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way in. Fair use commentary, as always. This broadcast is for entertainment purposes only. See if I can put that up. Shout out to my moderators. I don't know what to make of this. There we go. I'm going to jump right into it because I'm going to be on live for maybe 45 minutes and then I have to take care of another obligation. All right, so last night I listened into, and yes, it is Duckery Friday. Okay, it is. I'm glad it's the weekend. I'm glad that, we made it to this part of the week. But last night I listened into a little bit of a video after, I guess it would have been after, I came on and said I didn't know, what was going on with the beef that is now apparent, at least by way of video, what I heard. That would be Sean Davy Way and All About the Trees. Now, I haven't heard All About the Trees video that is said to be private or, privated. But I have to say, based on what I heard Sean Davy Way, what came out of his mouth, wow. It was some of the most egregious. I'm not taking up for anybody. I'm just saying what I heard. Now I don't know what it is alleged that Trees said about him or his family or children. Again, I haven't heard that part. But it was absolutely, if you want to rate something on a 0 to 10, 10 being the nastiest, uh, filthiest roast one of that I've ever heard. Now, I know Sean Davy Way is capable. I've heard him give his commentary before. I remember when he was giving commentary and talking about, I'm going to say it, he was talking about Tasha K's, you know, daughter, and talking about her family, how times have changed. But this is nothing compared, not even come close to what he said then about someone's child, to what came out of his mouth whenever he posted. I guess he must have posted it to Station Head. It was shocking. Well, that's to my ears. But it's apparent that it's no ways coming back from that at all. At all. This is just my impression. Yeah. And then to hear, uh, you know, Danielle and her squeaky voice, you know, she was so tickled by what was said, and saying, well, you can't tell a person how to come back when they're talking about, speaking about your child. I don't support any of it. I mean, I've said that before. I have. But it just shows what this sector has come to. It almost makes you want to, I mean, I'll just say, I mean, it's, wait a minute, it's 10, almost 10:30. Some of you are still having breakfast, so I'll just, yeah. And the punch wasn't being thrown at me at all. So somebody else. I I was cringing. I was. I cringed at what he was saying. Yeah. It's all bad, in my opinion. All of it's just all bad. Yeah. Welcome to Messy Mocha. It's Duckery Friday. Please hit the like, and if I didn't shout out, I think I did, to my moderators by name, Baby Juju and Vicky Black. Welcome. I know some of you are listening in the bushes, because I can see the numbers of those who are listening, um, mostly on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. It was like a pack of angry dogs. Can I say that? I mean, that's how I felt. Like in a fight. Like when they have those dog fights. If you've ever seen, just little um, footage of them, and people, standing around and um, wanting to see these animals just rip into one another. It was that bad. Yeah. So again, I haven't heard what Trees has said, but I know what she's capable of too. I haven't heard what she said, but I know what she's capable of too. I mentioned at least a year and a half ago, maybe two, when Trees and Sean Davy Way, first became at least supportive of one another and on her, platform and back and forth. I remember those days and I've got those videos, a lot of them. Yeah. When Sean Davy Way, was on Tree's platform and supporting, her um, and going after uh, Sweepy Diary and then going back and when she apologized and but this one is no coming back here. Yeah, it's just no coming back. I said whenever I'd have to go through my videos when I was talking about Trees and Sean Davy Way. I said there will come a point when those two will part ways. I did. Didn't know when it would happen. Didn't know how it would happen. Didn't know why. Yeah. But it was an all out, uh, it was egregious. Mhm. And I'm sure he would say, well, what she said was the same way. Again, I'm not joking you. I have not heard her video. I didn't hear it when it was playing. I don't know was um, what started it. Um, the catalyst. I didn't know it was even getting near to this point. Yeah, I just remember how um, at some point Sean Davy Way was very supportive of Trees. He was, and what a contrast! What a difference! You know what? Because you've thought that about her all along. I've said things 2 years ago. Okay, I've acknowledged I don't hide what I've said, but I say it in such a way that it's nowhere near, you know. It's not done in a savage like way. I just this is my opinion. This is I guess it would be the likes of beefs, like the beef sector. I don't even watch the beef sector, but I've heard that the beef sector can The B, is it called the beef sector? Beef? B sector? Can be vicious. So this would be, I guess, lightweight. If that was lightweight, at least on the roast, then I can't imagine what the beef sector, whoever is the most vicious over there. I don't even know the people in the beef sector. I don't watch, but it's the epitome of uh, vulgarness, vile, misogynist. It's all of that wrapped up in a bag. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it except what I've said because I don't have the other. I'm not in the middle of it. I can only, stand on the outside and just say in general, this sector is is it's like get me out of it. All I want to do, really, y'all know what I want, but just hearing that, just hearing him talk about something about the R word against her child, that that was astonishing. Yeah. So I don't know what to make of it. I don't know, but it was the worst. It was the worst that I've heard. Um, Coming from him, I have not heard everything he's has said about anyone, but it would certainly it's right up there. It's at a 10 of the worst that I've heard him speak of someone. Oh, woman. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Yeah. It was nasty. They definitely not friends anymore. Vicky Black says to Alicia, Sean Davy Way and Trees is not friends anymore. Nope. Mm, no. There would be no coming back from that. None. I mean, it was full tilt. I wouldn't want to be in his presence. I would really like to, and I've said that. I would really like to see Sean Davy Way get up on a stage and do an act. Because while I have said he's funny, I'd like to see if he could actually get up on stage, with all of that huffing and puffing and face a crowd and face someone. You know how people do in comedy. I like to see if he had all of that except for behind the mic. Could he go, live? Hmm. Yeah. But anyway, with friends like that, you definitely don't need enemies. Yeah. Again, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what even, caused uh, Trees to say whatever she did about him. But I would have to say that it didn't happen overnight. It must have been some subcurrent running for some time that maybe we just didn't know about. Maybe, you know, Trees can, in her own way, in her own time, it's her own platform. Maybe we'll hear. But I simply didn't know about this until now. Yeah, I've said Sean Davy Way he's is funny. Yeah, I can parse things, one by one. But he is yes, he can be embarrassing. He um if you would I don't even know which comedian, if there's one that he would aspire to, that he would be like, because he taunts himself, uh, something like the baddest mouth in America, or something, kind of something like that. Yeah. So he has a bunch of one-liners, but if you pull out all the profanity out of what he says, and then you know um, synthesize it down to what what is truly there. Sometimes he's got, I'm not saying he doesn't have some valid points. He is no Cat Williams. He could never be Cat Williams. He doesn't have the charm. He could never be Cat Williams. He's not as intelligent and well versed as a cat. He could never be Cat Williams. Can't even be compared to Cat Williams. No, he's not. Cat can tell jokes, material, write his own material. He's well read. I mean, if you listen to Cat Williams speak, and he takes his time. Yes, he does. He's very educated. Mhm. And he does his homework, and he knows what he's talking about. Mhm. And when he throws something, it's like he can throw a punch, and you didn't even realize it. It was so smooth until, or he cuts you. It's like, like a slicing a loaf of bread. You walk away. It's like, fuck. It's so clever. That's why I like Cat. I've, mhm. It's just, and he can never be Cat Williams. He doesn't have the brilliance to be Cat Williams. And you know what? Cat Williams, he'll tell you about his basis. That he's a Christian, too, and how he was raised. Yes, he could never be Cat Williams. And respect that he has for himself and other. Now he's a comedian. He is. But there's different types. So I started to say, and I'm looking at some of the comments without putting them up, is when I was starting to talk about who would I compare, or even who would he aspire to be like, when I was trying, and then someone put up, Cat Williams or whatever. Yeah. He hurls, he's more like, yeah, he's insult after insult after injury after, like like, yeah, 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 you know. It's snappy, and it's meant to paralyze, if I can use that word, his subject, his target. I have said some of the things that he said I found funny. I thought, okay, but um, he certainly walks a different. He walks way over the edge, if I can say that. There's something very troubling about um, him. Mhm. So he is good, if that's his craft. If Sean Davy Way is to be known as, this bad mouth of the West or East or North or South or in the US or whatever, then that, yeah. Dark humor for sure, Swirl Gang says. Dark humor. I don't even, I don't, so so he's good at taking someone's picture, or a little bit of the story and of them, and then just hurling insults and vulgarity. That's what he's good at doing. That's what he's good at doing. And he's also good at threading it with a sexual undertone as well, sexualizing. He did that too. Yes, his drags are definitely aimed to hurt. That's why I use the word paralyze. Yes, that's what they are. Um, it's not it's not. No, it's not. I don't think he'd be invited to a corporate setting and asked to, speak. No, I couldn't find him there. And some comedians would be. Some comedians would be asked to speak. Yeah. Because they have variety, they have breadth and depth. I don't see them as having any breadth and or depth in comedy. Not in his, because after a while, his one-liners, his stingers, he repeats them over and over and over. His jabs or his, his go-tos. Yeah. He started off with this. I'm talking about in the past, this hair flip, he says it. But I didn't really hear him say very much that. It was more a tone of um, whatever I can say to make a person feel smaller, the smallest in the world, I'm going to say it. It was meant to reduce and make her feel as if it's non-existent. That's kind of how I feel. And when I say like a pack of angry dogs, um, in a fight, and then people around it just throwing more meat on the throwing more meat at the angry dogs, to just gnarl it away and just yeah, it was like when a bull comes out and he sees red for some reason, whether a bull can see red, yeah, it was just it was full it sound full of hate, anger. um it was all of it, one after another, after another, after another, after another. But again, I didn't hear what Trees said about his either family or his child or something like that. But I don't support going after kids from either side. So I don't want people to sit up and think that, yeah, because yeah, it's just bad that it's gotten to this point. Mhm. McClurk, so I'm going to read some of your comments. Starting at the bottom, McClurk says, and I'll throw them up now. He and OKP make money off the backs of women. Misogyny, yeah. Misogynistic. Yes. Yeah. Rare Group says, I hope Trees keeps it positive because she really has turned a new corner. Yes. Yeah. That was meant to absolutely, like I said, paralyze, take a person out, just the credibility, if there were any. It was everything. Everything that he could muster up to say that it was beyond negative. It was way in the gutter. Yeah. Let's see. Vicky Black says, Sean Davy Way's been wanting to call out Trace. Yeah. It seems like it. Seems like it. When were you going? When were you going? I'm not talking about the kid, the child thing. When were you going to acknowledge everything else? When were you going to, did you see all of these things all along, all along? Has Therese said to a lot of people. I remember things that she said and did and said that was her. Yeah. Some of these things I had never heard about because I just hadn't watched him nor all of her videos as well. Yeah. It's certainly the kind of thing, but I don't think he has any problem with his children hearing, like if once something's recorded on the internet as a parent or whatever. So when I say problem of his children hearing this because he wouldn't speak in such a way if he cared that they know how he speaks or whatever, how he thinks. Because he said basically, when they come home, they've got this, they've got that, they've got this, it's clean, it's on and on and on and on. So his children know how he is. They know him as, their father, their dad. And he takes care of them and all of that. Yeah. It's gross. Who are these people, says Sarah. Going after innocent babies and children is disgusting and low class. It is. There are just no limits. None. That was all removed. Again, for some of you who are coming in, I did not watch Tree Station Head. I can't tell you how it began or ended. I can't tell you, um, you know, what triggered her, and I can tell you from the little bit of Sean Davy Way's Station Head that was played on another channel. Yeah, some of the things that he said were beyond. It, it, yeah. Let me go all the way up to the top. Yeah, blessings, everyone. Yeah. Yes, Sean goes for the jugular. Oh, he went for the jugular, to say the least. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Now, I really haven't heard and watched OKP. Alicia says OKP is the same. It's not funny and it's repetitive. Vicky, good morning. It is still morning. Says there's a lot of people on this app that are working age. Maybe they need to go to work or something to get their minds off of the demons behind the screen. I said 11 o'clock, and let me just see what I can do because I don't want to just like stop a call. I'm realizing it's 11. Um, yeah. Rare Group says Sean Davy Way seems to aim at women and his own community, but never a straight man. I don't even know that. I can just say, things that come to mind as far as people that I've heard him insult. It is women. Yes, it is. Yeah. Men that I don't think consider themselves straight. And um, yeah. Angry people are unhappy with their lives. He carries a lot of, you can hear it, and he carries a lot of, in my opinion, um, disdain. Let's just say that disdain for certain people. And he doesn't, the thing about, he doesn't care that a person would criticize him. He could care less, you know, yeah. Because can't nobody be better than him. Throwing, throwing, throwing the insults. Can't nobody hurl them any worse, better than him, I should say. Vicky says, I really wonder what happened in the young people's lives that they are so angry. He must have been uh, maybe taunted as a child, perhaps. I don't know what he dealt with. The world is tired of dark humor and needs light humor. Yeah. I just like to see how well his type of humor would work on a stage, a live stage. Go live. Yeah, live comedy. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody has a following, though. He has a big following. Yeah. Mhm. Let's see. And some people like that. Like that he is the way that he is. Yeah. Yes, Cat Williams, he's speaking, spoken openly about himself being Christian. Yeah, you can't touch it. What is this? I don't know who Tisa tells. You know what? Maybe I've heard her, heard who she is. Trees is super funny and smart. Trees is funny. She, yeah, she has a big sense of humor. Um, I don't. She's not gonna laugh at what he said. I don't think at all. Let's see. Swirl Gang says there are many content creators on YouTube that could probably do stand up. Trees is one of them. Despite anything, the fact is she's funny. Yeah, just naturally funny. I've said that before too. Even when, yeah. Again, I can parse and say, all right. If a person is this way, they have that as a gift or gift of gab or whatever. It's yeah. You can't you can't take away a person's natural gift, whatever that gift is. Yeah. Yeah. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Try to avoid conflicts. I don't know if that will be the end of it, the last of it, but and it made me think like, what did I do? Like, what did I do? Yeah. I'm talking about in my own case to deserve all the nastiness and vulgarity and all. Wow. Meant to hurt, meant to sting, meant to burn, meant to just meant to um, like a demolition. Yeah. Vicky says, at the end of the day, everyone, true, everyone has to answer to their wrongs. Yeah. He would fall flat. It's probably why he hasn't done it. I don't think. I don't know. Yes. What was said to set trees off? Because often I've heard her, or at least one time, say, one, she doesn't go around striking people's videos. I remember that. Yeah, I should have known it wasn't her. And go after someone. Yeah, when they have not come after her about kids. That her first video when her and Sweet Pea Diary fell out, started going at it back and forth. Had to do with, kind of the same issue. And people are very, sensitive and should be about their children. Yeah. But to verbalize that a mother would R her child or, something like that. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Maybe I need to listen again to see if that's what I heard. But it was some of them. It was brutal. Yeah. Maybe one or two more, and then I'll take a look at my mail and then I'll say goodbye. Swirl Gang says, see, many people on this app are quick to strike up a lie to retaliation of something told to them. People need to not be so impulsive and fact check first. Oh, all right. So I didn't go all the way up to the top. Swell Gang says she was triggered like most are. Someone instigated and put a battery in Tree's back about Sean Davy Way. Trees should have fact checked the info first. True, if that's again, I haven't heard her, but I can absolutely see that that could be plausible. Yeah, someone could have dropped something there and set it off with a goal to see what happened, just what happened. In the case back for me, someone set off DR too by planning something that I had said, which is not true. That's why she confronted me. Yeah. Oh, but John Davy has adopted children of his own. So why go after people's children except because she went after his? There is no classiness to be had with him at all. He's not classy. I mean, just because you can, dress in the latest and greatest and put together, uh, you a wardrobe, that doesn't, change who you are as a person. You know what they say? You can put a lipstick on a pig and it's still a pig. Y'all haven't heard that old saying? Oh, that's an old one. It's futile. Lipstick on a pig, the phrase to put lipstick on a pig means making superficial or cosmetic changes to a product in a futile effort to disguise its fundamental failings. Yeah. Okay, so I'm reading my email. And maybe, more information will come out. I use the caveat and I'll still use it. Don't know. But I'm just giving my reaction to what the manner of what was said, how it was said. Yeah, that would stand by itself. Yeah. All right, it's 11:10. You can email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. Join me later tonight for, as I come back, maybe some music or whatever. On a Friday night, I didn't get much into the news. Maybe I'll give some latest updates on the latest tonight in the Georgia high school shooting and the father, plus political updates because we are into the weekend just before the debate. So yeah, I'll do that maybe. All right, hit the like if you care to, up or down, and respond on email. Your opinion, either way, is appreciated. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Yes, the father was arrested. Yeah. He bought the weapon for his son as a gift. And his son is only 14. And his father has been charged with several accounts, 2 of which are second-degree murder. So, it's not looking so good. 14th birthday. Yeah, that's what you buy your son, is weapons. He had a hold of an AK style. That's a killing machine. At least that's what I've been told. Okay. Yeah. All right. I don't know what to make of it. That's the way I titled it. Analyze this at Unwine with Teddy. That will do it for me. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Have a great Friday and a good weekend.
난 오늘 뭐해 왜 끝난 후에 난 말해 뭐해 늘 그렇게 아무 계획 없이 떠나볼래 다 내려놓고 괜찮을 거야 We'll be back 멀리 날아오르자 No worries 어디 가렸어 인생의 심표나 yeah. Oh let it breathe just be yourself 너를 위한 달콤한 시간 yeah. 어릴 적을 회상해보면 그리워져 문득 떠오르는 나 때는 말야 이렇군 저렇군 We had no idea back then When was the last time you had no worry 순수했던 내 행복을 찾아 떠나보자 인생의 심표나 yeah. Oh let it breathe just be yourself 너를 위한 달콤한 시간 yeah. 마음의 가방을 챙겨가 여행의 보물을 담아봐 아쉬워하냐 떠날 때 돌아온다고 해 안녕 안녕 Be alright, oh yeah 인생의 심표나 yeah. Oh let it breathe just be yourself 너를 위한 달콤한 시간